What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Gojo. Blue Barrage or Blue Bombardment. I've seen this called a few things. I've seen it just called Blue. But it's kind of a special one, I think, because it uses, or it activates like multiple blue. Anyway, it's a cool pose. Landscape page. Use a pencil, use an eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. So kind of straighten them up. Because in manga, he's kind of turned to the side. Let us try. Center point here. Come up over to the right. Start with those big old blue eyes. So, go. Just get the general shape in first. So we go diagonal. And then across. Down. That's like the top eyelid, his big eyelashes. And then the bottom would be like this. And we normally have a bit of a tear duct in Jujutsu Kaisen drawn in. So I'm gonna like add eyelashes now to this. And you can kind of do this lots of different ways. I want to do it so I can color them in a bit. Right, so I'm going to like leave a gap sort of so I can color them purple. And the ones down here are normally like just lines drawn in like that. So his iris, so colorful blue eyes. And they're not, he doesn't draw a full circle, he draws like a broken sort of circle like that. And then just a real intense dot for an eye, pupil, should I say. And then his top eyelid line and eyebrow. So we'll go with the eyelid just coming out underneath the eyelashes here. And then the eyebrow goes like real sort of vertical up this way. Sort of a check mark. And real thin at the back. Kind of like that. He's got like some extra little sort of nose lines and stuff in here. So like okay, and then we go do the other eye. Pretty much the same. That way, and then you're about eye width. The width of his eye will fit in between. That's your distance, sort of between the eyes, you know, roughly. You can fit the eye in there. And then we'll go across again. And then we'll go down to the spiky part. And then our bottom eyelid. They normally add tear duct sort of. And we'll go eyelashes. So I like to draw them in, like specifically draw them so I can color them that pinky purple color for his hair. And again, a sort of a broken iris. So it's not like a full circle. dot for a pupil just in the middle. Real intense looking. We'll go with a bit of an eyelid. And eyebrow again. And they like to add nose and some hatching just underneath the eye there. Oh yeah, and eyelashes on the bottom here. So his nose, right, it's just like a little V down here. It looks like anyway. Real pointy. And then his mouth is like a big happy smile. 3 lines is actually how they do it. So they put like a dimple back here. And then another one. That way. Super happy Gojo. His bottom lip. And then a real square chin. Like so. So his head is tilted forward, right? So the eye to nose space is much bigger than this one. So this is like, say like, it's about this. So like the pupil to the nose, right? About the same as the nostril to the chin. So this and this are about the same, roughly. Right, the top of his nostril there. And then this to the bottom lip area is about the same as bottom lip to chin. So like there and to there, about the same as there to there, roughly. There's a bit of perspective going on because his head is tilted forward, but that's the rough proportion. So then his jaw will go diagonal this way, right? Right, just up the side of his face here. And up towards his ear. Right now, my markers are giving up on me. Come on, guys. Okay. And then this sort of just curves up towards his ear. And then we'll do the same on this side. Okay. Then sideburns just up above the eyebrow, and they usually don't with this little V. And his ears come out from there, and he draws them real sort of square. And then he just has like a simple sort of lines inside there. That's all we can kind of see for ears. And then it appears hair. So we just start adding like textures. Go, yeah, kind of like just a simple little hairline. And his fringe seems to come down this way. And then we get all the hair spikes coming back. Drawn real rough in the manga. Like very quick. They're drawn really like this. Sometimes they don't even connect with one another. There's like lines that come down. Like that. I love the way this guy draws. I didn't at first, to be honest, but I can really appreciate it. The speed at which you can see the speed that he draws. Like he just does stuff so quick. I guess he has to just to put out a manga, you know. Crazy. And it's like you can nearly see his wrist moving on the page. Very quick. Right, so Gojo's neck, it's quite wide. It like touches his thumb on this side, so we'll go here and there. And then his like t-shirt comes around this. And then we got neck muscles. And like in the manga, everything's like black in here, but you could do that. Like you could color this just like pure block of black, but I like to add a little bit of anatomy, right? And like your neck muscles always go into your chest, sort of. So like his chest to be going that way, up to his armpit and his shoulder. And then you could have like abs and stuff here. That's optional, but I just think it makes more sense, especially if you're coloring. Very slim waist. And just like going down that way. And then it's all fingers, right? So you got two hands. And again, pretty tricky. So palm of the hand, so they're both like out like this. He's just like grabbing sort of a blue orb. And you could put a blue circle in there if you wanted. I might do just like a little blue light maybe. So palm of the hand, bumpy. Like that, okay? Like thumb sticks out here, and it's not. They're very square. I wouldn't say they're anatomically perfect. Page. So it's funny, like if you get everything sort of in the right place, it kind of doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. You know. You get the shape sort of. There's like these finger lines. Kind of like that. Skin sort of being pulled. Right, we can see the back of it. Now this is a very tricky hand position. So hip pause. Very square fingertips. So this is index, middle, ring finger. You can see like a bit of his pinky, I think. Just in there, but it's under like some text, so it's not clear. So we can see his elbow sticking out this way. And then his shoulder like here, pretty high up. Maybe we should see his waist or ribs. How far out? Yeah, kind of there. Okay, so we have to do this over here. Try it again. Go that way. It's our palm of his hand and then thumb. Skin between the thumb and the index. Get real square. There. Curving that way. So these fingers like are, you know, they're all shortened. Like they're very short. Like they're not like long. It's foreshortened because they're coming towards us. Forced perspective. So it's called foreshortening because they're coming into the foreground. Okay, so this one's tricky now, so we can see the knuckle. And then the ring finger. Fingernail there. I think there's another fingernail on this one. Okay, so that is hard now because you've got that forced perspective. So take your time. Don't beat yourself up if it's not working out. You know, take your time. You know, if you're just learning and like something like that's really hard, trace it 15 times, and then you'll be able to do it like in your sleep nearly. And then we shoulder in here, so kind of like joins his neck up there somewhere. So like what some artists would do is even like look in the mirror, you know, stand in front of the mirror, do the pose, even take a photograph of it, try and draw it and everything. To get familiar with things like this. It's quite hard. It's not easy. This would be considered quite advanced hand position to draw. So you know, it's hard for me. Okay, so I'm just going to do like a shiny orb right in the middle, and it's just, I'm just going to go maybe like center of his palms, kind of here, just this sort of dot. Right, you can color that blue. Now you can do blue around him, whatever you think. But I think that'll do. Gojo Blue versus Sukuna. Blue Barrage or Blue Bombardment, where he uses multiple. Maybe I'll do another one, actually. Yeah, maybe I'll do a couple of these, actually, just because it would make a bit more sense, because it is, maybe it's just before they've left his cursed energy. Before he forms the orbs around Sukuna, you know. Yeah. 4, nah, 5. We'll go 5. I think he does like way more, but we'll do 5. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you next one.